Welcome to the heart-pounding world of UFC, where champions are made and legacies are etched in the annals of history. Today, we're diving deep into the unforgettable moments that define the raw, unpredictable nature of MMA, but amidst the triumphs and the staggering victories. We're also exploring those pivotal UFC title shots that didn't quite go as planned for some of the sport's most talented athletes. As we dissect these intense matchups, it begs the question: what separates the champions from the challengers in the unforgiving world of the octagon? Join us on this thrilling journey as we analyze these bouts, their impact, and the compelling stories behind them. Picture this: Junior dos Santos, the heavy-hitting Brazilian, faced off against the relentless Cain Velasquez not once, not twice, but thrice in a battle for the UFC Heavyweight Championship. Their first encounter was an absolute shocker at UFC on Fox 1, where Dos Santos landed a monstrous KO to snatch the belt from Velasquez. However, the tide swiftly turned in their rematch at UFC 155, as Velasquez showcased his superior wrestling and striking, dominating Dos Santos to secure a unanimous decision victory. But the saga didn't end there. They clashed once more at UFC 166, where Velasquez unleashed a relentless onslaught, bloodying Dos Santos and demonstrating his impeccable skill set. In a devastating turn of events, Dos Santos fell hard in the fifth round, unable to defend himself, leading to a TKO victory for Velasquez. It was a trilogy that showcased the sheer determination and evolution of both fighters, ultimately solidifying Velasquez's dominance in the division. This trilogy exemplifies the unpredictable nature of MMA, where fortunes can change in the blink of an eye.
Down the UFC Heavyweight Championship, Dos Santos trying to work on the inside. And that will sting tomorrow. Cain Velasquez lands upstairs.
Dos Santos and Velasquez's clashes remain a cornerstone of UFC heavyweight history, showcasing the resilience and adaptability required to compete at the highest level. Now, at number 9, we've got Antonio Bigfoot Silva stepping into the octagon for a second showdown against the dominant force of Cain Velasquez. Silva earned his shot after showcasing his raw power by defeating Travis Browne and Alistair Overeem in devastating fashion. Their first meeting at UFC 146 ended in a violent storm, with Velasquez brutally mauling Silva in the first round, leaving him in a pool of blood. The rematch at UFC 160, however, brought a new approach from Silva. He strategically awaited the right moment to strike, but Velasquez's relentless assault proved insurmountable. The fight ended swiftly in the first round as Velasquez landed a heavy right hand, dropping Silva and finishing the bout by TKO. This bout highlights the sheer dominance of Cain Velasquez and the unforgiving nature of the UFC heavyweight division. Silva's resilience was undeniable, but it wasn't enough to overcome the sheer force and skill of Velasquez. Coming in at number 8, we've got Yushin Thunder Okami stepping into the octagon for his chance at UFC Gold against the legendary Anderson the Spider Silva. Okami earned his title shot by putting on an impressive performance against Nate Marquardt, securing a unanimous decision win at UFC 122. Their paths crossed at UFC 134 in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. However, the fight didn't unfold as Okami might have hoped. Silva initially faced disqualification after an illegal upkick, but later redeemed himself. Okami pressed on in the fight, attempting to keep Silva pinned against the fence and landing strikes to slow down the elusive champion. Yet, in the second round, Silva's aggressiveness surged, culminating in a hard right hook that dropped Okami to the canvas. Silva capitalized on the opportunity, raining down punches to secure a TKO victory in the second round, retaining his title.
Accurate with the strikes, Mike.
Big elbow to the midsection.
This fight's going to be stopped right now.
It is all over!
This matchup showcased Silva's resilience and adaptability inside the cage. Okami's efforts were valiant, but ultimately, he fell short against the unmatched skill set of Anderson Silva. At number 7, we're diving into the rematch between the legendary Anderson the Spider Silva and the rising star Chris Weidman. Their first encounter at UFC 162 shook the MMA world when Weidman landed a solid left hook, knocking out Silva and ending his reign as the UFC middleweight champion. The highly anticipated rematch took place at UFC 168. In the initial moments of the fight, Weidman rocked Silva early, seizing control and opting to take the fight to the ground for the remainder of the first round. As the fight progressed into the second round, Silva attempted a hard leg kick, but Weidman checked it. Unfortunately, this led to a gruesome injury for Silva, breaking his left fibula and tibia, forcing the fight to be stopped and granting Weidman the TKO victory. This rematch highlighted Weidman's strategic prowess and showcased the unpredictability of MMA, where a single checked kick dramatically altered the course of the fight. At number 6, we're delving into Henry "The Messenger" Cejudo's bid for the UFC Flyweight Championship against the dominant Demetrius "Mighty Mouse" Johnson. Cejudo, an Olympic gold medalist in freestyle wrestling, was seen as a unique challenge for Johnson, having showcased exceptional skills in his previous fights. Their clash took place at UFC 197, where expectations were high. Cejudo managed to take Johnson down momentarily, displaying his wrestling prowess. However, Johnson swiftly regained his footing and engaged Cejudo in the clinch. With precision, Johnson landed hard knees to Cejudo's body, followed by a clean knee to the face that stunned him. Another devastating blow dropped Cejudo to the canvas, and Johnson capitalized, sealing the fight with a TKO victory in the first round. This matchup showcased Johnson's mastery and Cejudo's valiant attempt to dethrone the champion. Yet, Mighty Mouse's sheer skill and adaptability prevailed, solidifying his reign atop the flyweight division. At number 5, we're spotlighting Donald "Cowboy" Cerrone's pursuit of the UFC Lightweight Championship against Rafael dos Anjos. Cerrone, known for his impressive winning streak and victories against top contenders, earned his chance at the title with a rematch against dos Anjos. Their initial encounter at UFC Fight Night 27 resulted in a unanimous decision victory for dos Anjos. However, Cerrone was determined for a rematch and got his chance at UFC on Fox 17. In this high-stakes battle, dos Anjos started aggressively, landing a hard body kick followed by punches that staggered Cerrone. Cowboy attempted a takedown, but dos Anjos managed to defend and unleashed a barrage of strikes while Cerrone was unable to defend himself. The referee stopped the fight, awarding dos Anjos a TKO victory. This matchup highlighted dos Anjos' dominance and showcased Cerrone's resilience in pursuing the title. Yet, it was dos Anjos who proved to be the superior fighter on that night, retaining his lightweight crown. At number 4, we're focusing on Chael Sonnen's bid for the UFC Light Heavyweight Championship against the dominant John Bones Jones. Sonnen's opportunity arose after a season coaching opposite Jones on The Ultimate Fighter, building anticipation for their showdown at UFC 159. In the fight, Jones wasted no time asserting dominance. He swiftly took Sonnen down early in the first round, pinning him against the fence and unleashing vicious elbows. The relentless assault forced the referee to step in, resulting in a first-round TKO victory for Jones. This matchup showcased Jones's prowess and cemented his status as an unstoppable force in the light heavyweight division.
Again with the knee to the body. Those knees are coming out of nowhere. He stunned him.
He's in big trouble early. Great Muay Thai to the bottom. Trying to finish it. It is all over.
Despite Sonnen's resilience, it was Jones who displayed his unparalleled skill set to retain the title. Number 3 brings us to a highly anticipated clash between the former dominant UFC bantamweight champion, Ronda Rousey, and the fierce competitor, Amanda Nunes. Rousey, known for her exceptional reign in the division, returned after a year-long hiatus to face Nunes at UFC 207. The bout commenced with Nunes showcasing her striking prowess, launching heavy bombs that had Rousey staggering early in the fight. Despite Rousey's previous dominance, she struggled to find her rhythm against Nunes' relentless assault. Referee Herb Dean was forced to intervene as Rousey failed to defend herself, resulting in a TKO victory for Nunes. This match served as a turning point in the bantamweight division, solidifying Nunes' status as a dominant force and marking the end of Rousey's incredible championship run. Number 2 takes us to a pivotal clash between Ronda Rousey, the dominant UFC bantamweight champion, and Alexis Davis, a contender known for her dominance in the division. Davis earned her title shot after showcasing impressive victories in the UFC. Their meeting at UFC 175 was highly anticipated, yet the fight was swift and decisive. Rousey stunned Davis with a heavy right hand early on, immediately transitioning into a judo throw that brought Davis to the canvas. Rousey wasted no time in delivering continuous strikes, forcing the referee to intervene just 16 seconds into the first round, granting Rousey the win via TKO. This matchup emphasized Rousey's sheer dominance in the division and her ability to swiftly dismantle opponents with her judo expertise and ground and pound skills. Securing the top spot at number 1 is a pivotal moment in UFC history. The battle between Kat Zingano and the iconic Ronda Rousey for the UFC Bantamweight Championship. Zingano's journey to the title shot was marked by dominant victories showcasing her resilience and ferocity inside the octagon. The highly anticipated clash at UFC 184 carried immense expectations. Zingano charged towards Rousey with a flying knee attempt, aiming to take control. However, Rousey swiftly reversed the position, locking in an armbar submission that forced Zingano to tap out in just 14 seconds of the first round.
Here we go! Tonight's fight clock. Wow, right down! Look at that! Happens. Ronda wants to make it happen quickly. There's the arms. It is all over! Just like that!
This lightning-fast victory by Rousey stands as one of the quickest finishes in UFC history and showcased her incredible skill set and adaptability, further solidifying her legacy in the sport. Zingano's courage and determination, though met with a quick defeat, highlighted the unpredictable nature of MMA and the tremendous talent in the women's bantamweight division. These UFC title shots represent the unforgiving nature of the sport, where triumph and defeat are separated by the thinnest margins. Each fight is a testament to the resilience and unpredictability that make MMA such a thrilling spectacle. Stay tuned for more electrifying UFC moments and remember to hit that subscribe button for all things fight-related. Until next time, keep your gloves up and your spirits high.